Welcome students of Form 2 of the Sky Pre-University of Sky Pre-Universitario. We are talking about chapter 5 and we're talking about paragraph 1, what is about the concept of a global village. And make sure you pay attention because if you don't understand what a global village is, it's hard to continue with the rest of the chapter. As a village means a town, yeah? A town, a small town. People know each other, small. But global, it's weird, means like around the world. So the world, in mundo, da wordu un village. The world has become transformed. Mundo cambia ding un village. Yeah? How? Come. Yes, how does it happen? This is what we're going to learn in this section, and we're going to explain the concept, the thinking, il pensamento, patras, un global village. And that's a very important term, which we're going to talk about right now. First, what is the global village and how did it occur and how did we get here? Well, making contact with others, this is like a special basic need of people. We need the contact online, like we do now, or during video games, or during WhatsApp, or during TikTok. We need contact with other people. And this gives us a sense of responsibility, and also it shows us what life is all about, especially a shared community, yeah? Un comunidad junto, un comunidad party, yeah? Like a village. So a small community, like a village, people can make connection there. In many ways, Curacao is like that. A lot of people know each other. The people in the government, they go to the local supermarket and you know them. A lot of people are related by blood or by marriage. Yes. So Curacao is like a village, like a small town. And people like that because they can make contact with each other. But nowadays, people can make connections and build relationships regardless, parfois, a physical distancia. Parfois, a physical distancia, parfois, a distancia physical, ja, hende por conectar. Hende por conectar com internet, com online gaming, com WhatsApp. Ja, regardless, parfois, of the distancia physical. It is like as if these systems have created a global village. Because of the internet, I'm going to talk about that more in the next video, because of things like WhatsApp, because of things like the invention of television, and later on the internet, and nowadays smartphones, we can connect regardless, yeah, parfois, where we are. Doesn't matter where we are, yeah, lugar unda, yeah, the place where we are doesn't matter. Tá no importante. Yeah, que tá importante tá usa WhatsApp, usa internet, usa Zoom, usa phone, usa o smartphone. Esse aqui tá importante. Esse aqui tá criar, esse aqui tá criar global village. This creates a global village because we can contact each other regardless, it's an important word, regardless of where we are. Es kita no importante más. Yes, and we can make connections with people all around the world. Perhaps you play video games, perhaps you make your own YouTube videos, perhaps you WhatsApp with people in the European Netherlands. And this shows we have a global village. Yes, so online gaming creates this, but also the fact that we can Zoom or WhatsApp or TikTok with people all around the world. We can make calls or video calls with people in Europe or in North America or in South America with our family. And this creates like a global village where people can communicate regardless where you are around the world. This has advantages, of course. Yeah, a ventaja, a following. Yeah, cuatro ventaja. It has 4 advantages. You can contact people very fast and easily. Yeah, like with the snap of a finger, you press the button and then you're there. And you can call with each other, or you can DM each other, or you can video call together. you can find other people who have the same interests. Yeah. If you like Marvel movies like me, or if you like to read like me, or if you like video gaming, or if you like makeup, or if you like carnival, or if you like international politics, or if you like TikTok, or if you like whatever you like, you can contact each other when you have the same interests. Also, you can form a group with people you haven't actually met. So a lot of you play online video games, you meet people from Canada or even Russia or even the European Netherlands, but you haven't met them physically. You haven't actually met, but you can still form a group, an informal or even a formal group. And you begin to feel connected, a bond with, and a greater responsibility for other people. Vou por conectar com outra gente de um outro país e botar sentir uma conexão com a gente aqui. You feel a connection with these people. Yes. So this connection, yes, from all around the world. Yes. And this wasn't possible before we had the global village, before we had internet, yeah, before we had a phone, before we had radio. This brought people together, yes, from all around the world. And this isn't going on for a long time, actually. It's like the last maybe 100 years, 150 years. Yes. So by video gaming, porta boting un PlayStation of PlayStation 2 of een PlayStation 5, porta bota usa Discord, porta bota usa TikTok, yes. A mí ta usa Facebook, pero es quita para gente grande. Yes, porta, and in my teenage years, I used MSN Messenger in the 90s, but this doesn't exist anymore. Yes, and I even people way back used and now also used the airplane to travel to places, and this wasn't possible in the way it is now. So all of these inventions, invention aqui, está crear a global village. Nós tem esse aqui, tem mundo global, in the entire world. Yes. When before that, before they had the airplane, we had the steamship that connected Curacao to the Netherlands and Curacao to the United States and Curacao to Asia. Yes. And all of these inventions brought people together. Da Duna Hunda and the Huntu. Yeah. Bringa and the Huntu, not Bringa, but brought people together, you know what I mean? So it brought people together, invention on aqui, ta criar un global village. Esse aqui, nós temos esse aqui ao aqui. Words explained. Well, we talked about the internet, also called the World Wide Web, www dot, yeah. So, .cv, a system of documents which are linked and accessed by the internet. So if you use TikTok, if you use YouTube, if you use Discord, both usa the World Wide Web. And also the internet, a vast system, a very large system of interconnected computers that are joined together. Yes. So we see here the World Wide Web. Internet uses laptops, smartphones, and tablets to be connected. A lot of these formats are not there anymore. Like for instance, eBay, I don't think exists anymore. And Yahoo, it still exists, but we don't use it as much. And before there was internet, the American army had internet, and it was like a predecessor, an antepasado, by internet we have today. Yes, so CDs. Yes, and I, for instance, used MySpace before we had Facebook or TikTok. We had MySpace, but you probably don't know what it is. And before you had internet, you had internet. Yes, and before you had like how do you call it? The current formats we use to listen to music. You could listen to music illegally to Napster. Yes, and even before we had the current Google Chrome, we had Mozilla, and all of these things don't exist anymore. Yeah, so all of these things are like have become extinct actually. Yeah, Amazon survived. Yahoo, not, it's still there, but very small. Netscape, I think it didn't survive. And so we have all kinds of things, starting with the invention of the internet, with the American Ethernet and ARPANET and all these predecessors. And nowadays we have like TikTok. Nowadays we have like Discord. Nowadays we have online gaming. All part of what is the global village. Yes, so all of these things. And before that, the aeroplane, and before that, the steamship. It all contributed to the global village that we have today. Nós temos esse aqui, agora aqui. Nowadays, we have the global village, and all of this, and before that, the steamship, and even before that, the sailboats, has brought the world together. It connected the world more, and that's why we have the global village nowadays. With downloading, streaming, uploads, and all these words are also part of the idea that we have a global village nowadays. Yeah? And you have to remember that when I went to school and I didn't have my Nokia, I used to use these small booklets to make a report or to write an essay or to do a presentation. Yes. And when I had to listen to music before we had internet, I had to go to a store to buy a CD, or I had to borrow a CD from the library because I couldn't listen to music on YouTube or I couldn't listen to music on Spotify. Before that, we had Napster. I forgot the word Spotify. So I hope you understand the concept of a global village now better. And I also hope you understand the impact that internet had impacto e consequenze grandi para invention the internet ding e mundo. Yeah, before that, CDs, you had to listen to music and you had to borrow them from the library. When I had to make a report for school, I had to go to the library, use an encyclopedia or special books that I just showed. When I had to make a call, when I had my Nokia 3210 32DS, my Nokia 32DS, I had to call my friends or my girlfriend. Yeah, and nowadays, because of the invention of the internet, the invention of WhatsApp, the invention of Spotify, and the invention of things like TikTok and YouTube, this has created more and more a global village. So this was the end of my video. If you have questions, you can ask them below. You can put them below. If you can make an improvement of some words I used in Papiamento, you can also put them below. Subscribe, and the bell is rung when I have made a new video. And if you have further questions, you can also ask them during class. Have a nice day. Good luck with all of your exams or tests coming up, and I see you during my lessons of social studies.